Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So I'm very excited, my new discovery of this app. And even more so because the downside was that I thought I had to hold the record button down all the time. But I don't. I can make videos in my normal video and then put them in here. So, oh my God, beware. The production is about to get... I mean, one could say better, one could also say worse. Anyway, very excited. Your mum showed me an email of some stuff that your teacher had wanted you to work on. And the boring description of it that we got is a conceptual understanding of decimals and fractions. But we're going to make it way more fun. All right, back to our friends the rabbits, just for an example. So you kind of know instinctively that like adding is the opposite of subtracting, right? So I've got 3 rabbits plus 2 rabbits is 5 rabbits. So, you know, you're writing out your addition, and we know that 3 plus 2 equals 5. And we kind of know that subtraction can reverse that. So we've got 5 rabbits at the moment. If I take away 2 rabbits, we're left with 3. So 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. And do you remember how we talked about like moving stuff to the other side of the equal sign? So you're moving it to the other side of the equal sign, it's going into the upside down. So if we wanted to move the plus 2 to the other side of the equal sign, it would become a minus 2. And so the equation is correct, and that 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. Cool. Pretty easy with addition and subtraction. Same works for multiplication and division. And look, I don't have enough rabbits, so we're gonna use stones here. So 2 times 3. So we've got essentially 2 lots of 3. So that's 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Now, with my 6 stones here, if I told you to divide this in 2, so what we're doing is we're splitting our group into 2 equal halves. So divide it by 2, splitting in 2, and we have 2 groups of 3. So 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So let's do that again with a different number. So let's say, let's go, so 4 times 2. So 4 times 2, meaning we have 4 groups of 2. 4 times 2 equals 8. And so if we wanted to do 8 divided by 4, we would be looking at splitting our 8 into 4 equal groups. So we've got, so 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. And again, so if we're moving it to the other side of our equation, so if we needed to move the 2, it would no longer be a times 2, it would be a divide, because it's the opposite. And we know that 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Similarly here, if we wanted to move our divided 4 across to the other side, it will become a times. And so we know that 2 times 4 is equal to 8. And I can't actually get my selfie in this, but I wanted these beautiful dots to show that there's about to be like something mind-blowing happening. And we're about to like connect it all back to your favorite number type of fractions. Okay, so you know how the symbol for multiplication always looks like that, means times, you know, so 2 times 5 equals 10. And the symbol for division, you can write it like that. So say 10 divided by 5 equals 2. But you don't often see it like that. It's pretty clunky. So the other way you can write that out is if you saw 10 over 5, that would mean 10 divided by 5. Pop that into calculator, that equals 2. Now, what does that look like? You may say, Jenny, that looks like a fraction. And that's because it is. So if you think about any fraction, you know, the number at the bottom is always the total number, I guess, of equal parts of a thing. And the number on the top is like, you know, how many of the total bits you've got. That was explained pretty badly. So imagine I've got these my little stones again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay, so I've got 9 in total. Actually, scrap that. Let's do 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 in total. So my total number of stones is on the bottom. And if I was like, okay, how many are, the colors aren't really coming out here, but what do I need? Black. If I took away these 2, how many of my 8 are those? 2 over 8, okay? Now, and I think we've done this a little bit before, is because this is how you convert it into decimals and stuff. But essentially what you're saying is 2 divided by 8, and 2 divided by 8 as a decimal is 0.25. So you're actually, a fraction is, it's dividing. Now, whenever you see a fraction like this that looks like it could potentially be smaller, so you start thinking of your times tables. Your 2 times tables, you kind of run through your head, 2, 4, 6, 8. So you know that 8 does divide into 2. So you divide 2 by 2, you get 1. Divide 8 by 2, you get 4. All the same. Sorry, that got a little bit weird and clunky at the end, but don't worry, it will all come together.